There's nobody in the world who is better than me at being late consistently. This morning reaffirmed how fucking sick I am at being late to shit. I am the king of, okay, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, except my whole life I have fucking struggled being a fucking expert at being late for everything. Genuinely embarrassing. Everyone in my family, like when my mom introduces, dude, the first time, here's a little story. So, when my girlfriend first met my mom, it was on our second date. I had forgotten the keys to my house after we went out for like 3 hours. I drove her back to the house. I was about to take her into my house. My mom is gone at her boyfriend's house at the time. I didn't have the fucking keys, bro. I couldn't get into my own house. I tried sneaking through the back. Nope. And anyways, and trust me, if you're like, why the fuck is this guy talking about some other random story? Oh, welcome back to Damo's illegal therapy sessions, where I just fucking talk about whatever I want to the camera, and out of the 1,000 views that these videos get, there's at least one person who is as stupid and autistic as I am who likes to listen to the whole thing. So welcome back.
Sorry,
oh,
FaceTime video.
Sorry, I gotta tell fucking Sharik to shut. And the music's going. What I was talking about, almost there. Yeah, I'm actually late right now. Holy fuck. Girl, oh God, Jesus Christ. We're off to a terrible start. I love it. Couldn't get into my own house. I had to call my mother to bring the keys. She had to drive 30 minutes to this house. And this girl was like, do you want me to like go home? Like, is that easier for you? I'm like, no, like you stay, please. The keys are coming. Mom comes, bottom line of the story is my mom meets my girlfriend on our second date, and she tells her immediately, like, you don't want to be with this guy because he's like late to shit. And then she fucking shows her like my baby photos. That's a whole different story. But yeah, everybody who's close to me knows that I'm late for shit. And it's genuinely embarrassing. I'm the 5, 10, 15 minute guy. But the worst thing is, over the past year, I made this promise to myself to stop lying to people. I used to be the king of like white lies. I would like, because it protects your ego, you know what I mean? Like you're late for something, you're stressing, it doesn't feel good, and you say some bullshit like, oh, there's a ton of traffic in front of me. No fucking traffic, come on, man. And I noticed today when I was driving to the gym, I got this huge sense of relief because the guy that I was gonna go work out with was also late, and it just made me relief. But regardless, there was a time in my life 1 month ago where for a good 2 entire weeks I wasn't late to anything. I was actually early to shit. And that's what I'm talking about. So a little life hack today. But let me give you some more deep dive of why being late sucks. So one, you could say like it makes it seem like you don't respect other people's time. Maybe I'm a dick, like makes you value your own time more than other people. And like to be completely honest, I absolutely do. Unless like they're like a very close person to me, I do value my own time. And here's the thing, some people I don't say I'm purposely late for, but there are some people in my life that it's not that I respect them less as people, but they just never get mad at shit. Maybe they don't respect themselves enough to stand up for it. And it's like, you fucked them over so many times, right? It's like a toxic relationship. Jesus Christ. But I fuck over people so many times. Like, okay, Sharik's never gonna see. Actually, he will. For example, I probably fucked over Sharik on being late like 800 times. That it's not a good thing. But now I can be like, truthfully, it's like if I'm 5-10 minutes late, I don't feel as bad because I'm like, he's used to it. He's fine with it. Which is a horrible thing to think. Like, let's be honest. Unless you genuinely have no morals and no values, you're kind of a piece of shit if you think like that, right? I remember one time with another old friend of mine, it got so bad that I was late by 45 minutes or something that he called me like almost in tears. Like, he was so pissed, right? But here's the interesting thing. That made me feel bad, and I wasn't late for the next day. So there's the emotional struggle. I like, truthfully, I wish I could pretend that I'm more emotionally hurt by this, but I'm just so used to it that I don't really care that much. But it does piss me off. Like, I'm currently late right now to my bodybuilding posing session, and I'm like slightly pissed off, you know. However, and that's not good. Like, my dad always says it's better to be a little bit late than be pissed off and crash your car. But where the fuck am I trying to go with this? How for those 2 weeks of my life I wasn't late to anything? Well, let me first say this. This is a really interesting thing that I learned. But willpower, and I'm gonna be bringing this shit up so much more because this is so interesting to me. Willpower is more like a health bar in a video game. I never fucking played Fortnite because I'm not gay, you know. But it's like if you play like fucking Fortnite or like whatever, it's like the extra shields, health bar, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Throughout the day, you have a 100% health bar of willpower. Your willpower XP is at 100, right? So things that you know you got to do, like not watch the porn, like not be late, like get your ass off the couch, shit like that, drains your willpower little by little. I'm actually going exactly the speed limit. No wonder why people are so pissed at me. Sorry, Asian driver, I turn now. But even the willpower of what I just did there to like stop my little fucking autistic brain and like bring myself back to present to talk again, takes willpower, so it slowly drains your willpower. So when you like relapse on an addiction or you make the bad choice of being late and like whatever it is, like some things, like for example, like not relapsing on the porn takes, let's say, like 60% of the willpower bar. And if you have 100, you're fresh in the morning, you feel great, you feel recovered, then sure, you can do it. But then you can't do it twice maybe because it takes so much. This is a whole different topic. What am I even fucking talking about? Except the fact that how does it relate to being late? Let me think. It is the easier choice to be late. It is the easier choice to do the easier thing, of course. It's easier for me to stay on my phone and not get into my car and be late. And it takes more willpower to get into my car and do the thing. So let's relate this to the addiction. There's two things you gotta do to build up more of that willpower. One is to actually build up more willpower. So doing things like meditation and stuff and bringing yourself back to present, right? Like doing a daily fucking 2-minute meditation trains your willpower bar that now instead of having 100, you have like in a month of meditating every day for like 2, 3, 4 minutes, you're gonna maybe have like 110 or 120 and you have an extra willpower. So the time when you're like, oh shit, I gotta go, you can actually snap yourself into doing it easier because you have more of that fucking willpower power bar. But this is what helps the most, is not just training more of it, because eventually maybe in 3 years of meditating all the time and like whatever the fuck, and learning to, another actionable step is like learning to be nicer on yourself. Because when you, for example, let's say, you can think about this in any context, being late, quitting porn, let's say you relapse on the porn, and then you say, oh, I'm a loser because I relapsed. That drains more of your emotional energy. I don't want to say it's a willpower bar, it's an emotional energy bar. It drains more of it, which is, you're going to keep draining it the more you get mad at yourself, which is going to leave less for later, so you're more likely to relapse later. Negativity breeds the want for comfort. Same with being late. Like, it's more comfortable to just be late, right? The other thing that you can do that applies the most to being late and whatever quitting addiction is simply, it's not about increasing the power bar. It is about setting things up so you don't use it. And truly, when I reflect back to what has made me not so late to things in life, and which has like genuinely for that 2 weeks when I wasn't late to anything, and I was so happy, bro. Like, I would get to the gym on time. I was like, wow, I can really do this. Why am I able to do this? Like, how come life is so easy right now? Like, why does life not feel like suffering and pain and all this bullshit that people feed me on the internet? Was because the night before, I would prep. I would lay out all my gym clothes. I would lay out all the things that I needed to do the night before. So I'd get my pre-workout, I'd get my gym clothes, I would prep, right? Which made it so the next morning when I'm tired and I don't have much energy, I can simply get into the task of getting out of bed and going to the gym so much easier. So I hope you can apply this little tip to porn. Where the fuck do I park? Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna park in here and just like fucking, who cares, man? I hope you can apply this little tip to whatever the thing you're trying to get better at in life, like whatever you suck at. So for me, it's being late. So I know now I just gotta prep more at night. That, yeah, when your willpower bar is high, so at night, my energy's up, I feel great, whatever, I prep my clothes and stuff. It's annoying, but I know that if I do it at night, it's gonna be a lot easier because my willpower bar is higher. So the next morning, I don't have to fucking use so much of it. It doesn't take much of a toll. It's just, how do you apply this to, and yeah, that saved me from being late. Like, genuinely, my morning routine used to be, so Chinese, what the fuck? Used to be an hour and a half. Because I would sit there, like, I'd be so tired, I'd be on my phone, like, I'd be deluding myself, like, I don't want to get into the fucking cold shower. It would genuinely take me 30 minutes to pick an outfit. What the fuck? I'm going to the gym, nobody's gonna care what I look like. It would take me 30 minutes because I've just, like, drained willpower. I have no emotional energy. So now I do it at night. And literally, it went from an hour and a half to, I fucking shit you not, 15, 20 minutes. Everything done. Brushing my teeth, taking my big old shit, fighting the urge to not bust a nut, putting on my clothes, getting the pre-workout. Yeah, it's such a simple tool, and I'm trying to over-explain it so it sounds more grand and magnificent and awesome to you guys. But I would highly fucking suggest that, and take that as you will to anything else in life. Whether it's like, for porn, you set up blockers, or you let out your sexual energy the night before, or like in the morning, or you plan an activity of the time during the time that you normally jerk off. Like, if you normally jerk off at night, you plan to play guitar then. You normally jerk off in the morning, you plan to work out then. Okay, I hope this shit helps. Let me know in the fucking comment section how this applies to your life, because I need the validation to know that these little autistic rants like might help somebody one day. Okay, let me also know what more topics. Next time we'll hopefully talk about something deep, but probably not. Okay, peace. Suck my balls. Love you.